Daudi anatunga kulingana na hali ambayo Mungu ameruhusu katika maisha yake. And so these are psalms that talk about the situation in the life of David. Now, when we look at these psalms, the way David writes them, it is to bring a close fellowship with him and God in the situation that he is going through. Where I have read in the book of Psalms number 59. When we look at where that psalm is coming from, you can look at the book of Psalms, the book of 1 Samuel chapter 19 is a replication. Amen. The book of Psalms, 1 Samuel 19 is a replicate or a photocopy of Psalms 59. Why? Because the Psalm number 59 is about David when Saul has sent men to go and kill David. Now, Saul has sent his men. Wakaenda mahali Daudi alikuwa anakaa na wakazingira where Daudi was staying. And so in that particular moment, David finds his life under what we call siege or siege, for if you read it by the way it is written. Daudi anajikuta katika hali ya siege. Umekuwa surrounded na maadui and you have got nowhere to go. Psalms 59, he says this: deliver me from my enemies, O God, and finish him. That one is if you read 1 Samuel chapter 19. Now, from that particular story, brethren, David learned something very important. He learned that the God is his refuge. He learned that where can one run when problems are surrounding you? Where can one run when problems have put you in the middle? Where can one run when the enemies have put you in the middle? Where can one run when you look at in front, when you look at behind, it is about a problem. David is teaching us a lesson here that where can we run? We can only run to the Lord. If you understand that the Lord is your refuge, if you understand that it is only God who can defend us, it is only God that we can go to for us to get the security we need. Somebody say amen.
Amen.
Yani Daudi anajifunza ya kwamba hata wakati ambapo maadui wametuzingira, hata wakati ambapo mambo yamekuwa magumu, hata wakati ambapo hatuwezi tukakimbilia wanadamu, the Bible says that David learned ya kwamba the Lord is his refuge. And that's why he continues in verse number 4. He says, I have done no wrong, yet they are ready to attack me. Arise to help me. Look, says in verse number 4. Look on my plight, you Lord, God Almighty. Friends, I want us to understand, even as we look at the life of this man, tunaweza tukalinganisha. Unaweza ukajikuta katika hali ambayo maadui wamekuzingira. Unaweza kuona ya kwamba kando yako na mbele yako shetani amekuweka katikati. Na kwa hivyo makosa ambayo watu wanafanya ni ya kwamba tunatafuta msaada kwa wanadamu. Tunatafuta msaada kwa watu ambao hawatatusaidia. The same Daudi anapoongea katika Zaburi 121 anasema ya kwamba ninainua macho yangu, msaada wangu hutoka wapi? Na anasema ya kwamba in conclusion, msaada wangu hutoka kwa Bwana. Bwana asifiwe sana. Church, I want you to know that there comes a time in our lives that enemies are chasing us. Now the enemy may not be physical enemy. It may not be a real person ambaye akona silaha anakufukuza. Kuna mambo ambayo ni maadui yetu katika maisha ambayo tunaishi. Sometimes I may be talking to you. When you look behind, you can see these are the sicknesses. These are the poverty. These are the things that are against your progress. David learned one thing, that God can be your refuge if you understand where the source of your help comes from. Proverbs 18 verse 10 says, the name of the Lord is a strong tower. The righteous men run to it and they are safe. And so this morning, my brother, I can just give you a hint ya kwamba haijalishi mambo gani yanakufukuza, haijalishi unafukuzwa na mambo gani. Unapotazama maisha ya Daudi, he learned that when you run to God, unapokimbilia Mungu, Mungu anakuwa mahali pako pa maficho. Mungu anakuwa ni mahali pako pa msaada. Mungu anakuwa ni mahali ambapo unaweza ukakimbilia na upate usalama. Bwana asifiwe sana.
Amen.
Psalms, the same Psalms, we can also look at Psalms 149. In Psalms 149, David is hiding in the wilderness. Remember, he was to be killed by the men of Saul. And when he is in that particular place, surrounded by men, David gets an escape and he runs into the wilderness. Now, wakati Daudi ako pale jangwani, he writes Psalm 149. And Psalm 149, when you go there, Psalm 149, that is the story that is found in 1 Samuel chapter 22. In Psalms 149, this is what David says. Verse number 1. I cry to the Lord. I lift my voice to the Lord for mercy. I pour out before him my complaint. Before him I tell my trouble. When my spirit grows faint within me, it is you who watch over my way. In the path where I walk, people have hidden a snare for me. Look and see, there is no one at my right hand. No one is concerned for me. I have no refuge. No one cares for my life. Verse 5 says, I cry to you, Lord. I say, you are my refuge, my portion in the land of the living. Bwana asifiwe.
Amen.
The Bible says ya kwamba Daudi anakimbia, anatoroka, na hapa ako jangwani, a place where there is no comfort, a place where there is no food. But you know what? In that particular situation, he learns to look unto God. He learns to cry unto the Lord. And that's why he says, I cry to the Lord and I lift my voice to the Lord for mercy. What do we learn from this, brethren? Ya kwamba life is full of challenges. Life is full of situations that want to chase us, want to make us run. But David says, the only place that you can lift your eyes, mahali ambapo unaweza ukainua, mahali ambapo unaweza ukapeleka kilio chako, sio hata kwa wanadamu, sio hata kwa mtu ambaye ako karibu na wewe. The Bible says in Psalm 142 ya kwamba I cried unto the Lord. My question is, who do you run to when situations are chasing you in the wilderness where you are? Life sometimes presents you in a wilderness. Unajikuta jangwani ambayo uwezi ukajitoa. Unashindwa, Mungu, kwa nini umeruhusu niwe hapa jangwani? Daudi anasema, I cry unto you, because wewe Mwenyezi Mungu, wewe ndiye Mungu ambaye ako na mercy, Mungu wa neema. Na kwa hivyo mpendwa, alasiri ya leo, situations might be making you to run up and down. Life might have been so hard to you. This particular morning I'm talking to you. Understand ya kwamba the only place you can cry, the only place you can run to is not even in vain. David is showing us where we can get our help. David is showing us where we can get our comfort. He says, cry unto the Lord. Run unto the Lord. Look unto him, because in him there is solution for your life. Psalm number 34. Psalm number 34 is the same David is running. The same David is running away from the enemy. The same David has no peace because of the enemy. And then look at what he's saying in Psalm number 34. He says this. Psalm number 34, you can go there with me. He says in verse number 4, going onwards, I sought the Lord and he answered me. He delivered me from all my fears. Those who look to him are radiant. Their faces are never covered with shame. Now, the writer is writing from life experience. David is not telling us this from the third person. This is the real life situation. He is running away from the enemy. But what is he telling us? He's saying that instead of running to other places, he says, I sought the Lord and he answered me. He delivered me from all my fears. And verse 5 says, those who look to him are radiant and their faces are never covered with shame. Brethren, I want you to understand that the only place that we shall not suffer shame, it is when we run to the Lord. The only place that even though inaonekana unapitia mambo mengi, lakini uso wako bado inang'ara na inameta, ni wakati ambapo unamtazamia Mwenyezi Mungu. Mahali ambapo utapata encouragement when you are down, it is only when you are seeking for God.
Oh, yes.
He says, I sought for the Lord and he answered me. Wapendwa, kama kuna wakati ambapo the Bible says that the Lord's ears, masikio ya Mwenyezi Mungu sio mazito na mkono wake sio fupi, ni wakati ambapo unafukuzwa na mambo. Ni wakati ambapo mambo yanakufukuza. Wakati ambapo uko katika hali ambayo you don't know where your help will come from. You don't know where you are going to get your next help. Daudi anasema, I sought for the Lord and he answered me. He delivered me from all my fears. Now when David is talking about all my fears here, brethren, it means we have got so many kind of fears. Kuna wakati unapitia, you don't know where will your next meal come from. That brings your fear. You don't know where will your next step to your help, maybe in business, maybe in family setup. The fear comes in. David says, he delivered it from all my fears. And brethren, this morning, understand that being fearful is real. Fear is real in the life of man. Fear is what makes some people to fail in life. Fear is what makes some people not to do anything. Why? Because when you look at